Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. And y'all are listening to Mr. Z and his impromptu last minute. Yeah, I haven't done an impromptu stream in a little while. Just you know, right here, right now, we're doing it, right? So actually give me 1 second. All right, fix that. All right. We're gonna be, and shout out to BGS for his stream earlier. And yes, I listened to and I watched the and y'all give me a second again. I watched the conversation and the interview um of Mr. Aaron, who they call Weapon X. This brother who was giving those ladies that work, and being honest with them about their station and what how he views them, and essentially not letting them talk to him all type of crazy. And yeah, so the conversation was very interesting. Links are in the description. He did an interview. Um, and yeah, so I want to get to the crux of the conversation, which is know your place. Look at the title. Shout out to my title. And we saw this here. I agree with BGS. Some of these women were definitely turned on by this brother. And listen to how some of the women spoke. Even the darker skinned slim sister with the white, very reserved, but she was being low key petty too. Don't let her. And shout out to reserved, soft spoken black women. Don't think they're not being petty too when they're being petty. She was being petty. She too, in her own way, say know your place. You know, it's your tone and your tonality. She didn't say tone. That wasn't the word she used, but that was essentially what she was saying. All those women were essentially telling that brother, especially the one in the red, know your place. You're doing too much. You're talking too much. And to Mr. Aaron, if you ever come up on this, and I'm happy he kept on saying it, they're looking for a helpmate. I wonder if he listened to us over here. Hey, he said it the right way. Yes, he did. They're looking for a helpmate. I want everyone to understand what he's saying. He's not saying they're looking to be a helpmate to a man, to a black man. No, these women are looking for a black man to be their helpmate. And if any of these women claim any type of religious affiliation whatsoever, they got it backwards. Uh-oh. Huh? Be very clear what he's saying. He's saying these women, black women, these women that were on Pop the Balloon show, they're the ones looking for a man to be their helpmate. Backwards. Can anybody say Gynocracy, please? Huh? Continuing. Aaron, if you ever come up on this, brother, these women were telling you, because you're a fit brother, relatively young, under the age of 30, they're telling you, shut up. First, let's say it the right way. Provide, protect, shut up, and provide good peen. That's what they're telling you. They're telling you you're doing too much talking. And shout out to you for catching that. Shout out to you for you not feeling any type of way about them trying to call you zesty and sassy. The most condescending, mean, snarky group of women arguably on the planet got the unmitigated gall to call black men sassy when they raise these black men. Dear black women, how could we not be sassy? How could we not be zesty being raised by y'all? And let's be very clear, y'all only saying that because you can no longer call us gay as an insult, because that's what y'all used to doing. Finally, them LGBTQ brothers told y'all can't do that in public no more, so now y'all gotta use softer, more euphemistic words and call us zesty and sassy. That's your way of calling us gay, because we're actually talking back to your wish you was a white woman ass. Huh? So listening to Aaron speak, listening to his kind of background and how that brother pretty much dug himself out of a hole, right? He came out of doing time. He's donating hearing aids, and he's working with the youth and all of this. Let me be very clear with you. I guarantee you, I'm willing to put $1,000 on it. Mrs. Z, you really gonna put $1,000 on it? I don't really want to put $1,000 on it, but I will put $500 on it. I could afford $1,000, by the way. I'm willing to put $500 that he's doing far more for his community than any one of those women up there, outside of maybe the host. I'm willing to put money. That brother said he's working with the youth here. He's talking to the youth there. He's donating hearing aids. He's right. He worked with military. He working with the everything. Everybody. He's a plumber for free for these people and those people. Anybody wanted? Who there do y'all think doing anything close to what he's doing? And he served time. So in other words, that brother hit the ground running. I wanted to say that too, actually, Lion. And Lion says, everyone is going in on this show tonight because it speaks to a larger dynamic within the Black community. It's not just this show. It's not just Aaron and the women that were on the show. It speaks to something larger. It speaks to something Black men have been saying for decades. It speaks to the quote unquote humbling of Black men. It speaks to Black men being told to provide, protect, and shut up. And that's essentially what every woman there was saying to Aaron. Right? Train tracks, train tracks, train tracks. That's essentially what every woman there was saying in their own way, including the more soft-spoken sister at the in the white. The lady in the red dress who tried to act dumb. The lady next to her. All of those women were essentially telling him he's doing too much. Negro, why are you talking back? Don't you know your place? Beneath me? Shout out to Tiffany Cross. Get in line behind. Actually, she said next to. Behind Black women? Huh? If y'all keep on refusing to call the Black community what it is, matriarchy, if you want to be kind, gynocracy, if you want to be accurate, these are your daughters. These women weren't old. These were all 20-something-year-olds. Maybe you got one or two straggly 30-something. All those women look like they were in their 20s. Dear Xers, Xer Black women, these are your daughters. No, the Black community is going to own what it is. It is a community run by its women, where its women demand that its men be humble and kiss the women's ass. Huh? Bolstered up by a bunch of fake moral posturing, shaming, right? Sign language. Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Sign languaging Black men to death. And what I told y'all, he's 29. Is it that, what's that, young millennial, or is that oldest of, that's young millennial. He's a young millennial. What I told y'all, young millennial Black men and Gen Z Black men said, I will be having none of that. Y'all lucky he wants a Black woman. Right? Because even the brothers that say they want Black women, look at this. What I said, Gen Z and young millennial Black men said they will be having none of that. Huh? They will be having none of that. You're witnessing it right now. Exactly. Rightfully so. Huh? Yeah, apparently he got fired. Apparently he got fired. To what Better You was saying. Right? Yes. Because how dare a Black man not humble himself in front of Black women? So when Charles says centrifuge, now y'all understand. Yes, white society got the thumb on the scales for Black women. And Mr. Z has said that before to Yvette Carnell. Yeah, I did. And she said, ooh, and she agreed. And that's a black woman, a same-sex loving black woman who wants black people to get reparations. Huh? Black women, is it black girl magic? Or is it white people tampering with the process? Huh? Do y'all think any one of those black women up there are doing anything close to what he's doing for his community? Do you think any one of those black women that probably were the ones to help get him fired, they're doing anything for the community whatsoever at all? That's their way of punishing him, and that's their way of signaling to the rest of us, know your place, black men, black boys. Know your place beneath and under black women, kissing black women's ass indefinitely. Right? Yeah, you heard right. You saw what you saw. Dear black men, you saw what you saw. It's not a figment of your imagination. It is not a figment of your imagination. Mr. Z is stuck behind a bunch of non-drivers. That's what I am. That's what I am. Right? Oh boy. Why, God? Why? Why? This is why I keep my car in sport mode when I'm on the expressway. Get out the way. Anyway, moving on. So y'all are witness to this. We're gonna continue to be witness to FD. I encourage you, start that that channel where you critique Paul. Have fun speaking about this. Huh? The women are like FD, which you saw with the Jonathan Owens thing, and I know you felt a certain way about it. And my apologies, when I was speaking about FD being advised to not speak about the way he felt about the Jonathan Owens and Simone Biles Owens, his wife, when I spoke on it, I said Khadijah and T Noir told him to not say anything. It wasn't Khadijah, it was Juicy. It was Juicy and T Noir that told him not to say anything. Right? And you want to see egalitarian? No, y'all keep y'all thumb on the scales for black women. And FD, you've said it in multiple different ways. And black men, you know what our response to that is? Middle finger. Huh? Yeah. Yep. The beauty of this conversation, this is why Mr. Z said the internet will expose us all. Y'all saw that. Shout out to BGS. Yes, you could see in those women's faces that a couple of them were actually turned on by him. They found him attractive. But I ain't gonna be the one to not pop the balloon. And this Negro don't know his place. He's talking back. Bad dog. Huh? Bad dog. How dare you talk back? Are you talking back? Huh? You gotta love it. So MD, no, create that channel. Critique Pop the Balloon. Have fun. Have fun speaking about issues like this. Or the brother, the soft-spoken brother with the locks that they were going in on. Or the short or dark-skinned brother that they were going in on. Huh? So you can feel the wrath of black women for real. And not just swirlers and divestors. Stop it. So black women could tell you it's their right to be disrespectful to black men. Does white women get to do it? No, they don't. This level of misandry? No, they don't. Not in that patriarchy kind of sort of kind of disappearing patriarchy they got over there. Huh? You gotta love it. This is why I said the internet will expose us all. This is why I said it. Because I know how people are with their 5 minutes of fame. Huh? And what you are witnessing with the black community and just people in general, and black women specifically, is how far they're willing to go to put black men in their place and how to get off on it. Huh? And how to get off on it. And this is an example of that. Stop letting people lie to us. Right? Aaron went up there and he was responding back to the ladies, and you saw how they responded back to him. Homegirl in the red dress, are you looking at my tattoos? My eyes are up here. And he responded back, no, I'm looking at your hairy arms. And she got her ass. Aaron, you're not supposed to do that, brother. That's not how you're. No, Aaron, you know the black community is ran by its women. You know you're supposed to stay in your place. You're not supposed to respond back like that. You're supposed to say, yes, ma'am. Or sit there looking dumb. Quiet and dumb. You're supposed to be a big dumb jock, brother. This is something we all know. You were supposed to be a big dumb jock. Huh? Yeah, exactly. And Trell says, even call them queens. Oh, the snarkiness. You're not, brother, that's not the way it's supposed to go. Oh, we all know about the black. Oh, hell no. Black men? Especially a black man that these black women find attractive, and you responded back to them like that? No, you're supposed to leave that for the loser Negroes that can't get no women. That way they can say it. Well, you know he's sassy, but he can't get no women, so he got to respond back to us like that. And they couldn't do that to Aaron because they were all turned on to him physically. You gotta love it. Huh? You gotta love it. Welcome to the black community, where the women have no problem. And I'm using the word humble because I'm using the word that the women use. And I'm using it in the way the women use it. Because that's essentially what homegirl in the red dress was saying. You're doing too much. Humble yourself in front of me. Mr. Z almost lost his religion. Humble yourself in front of me. That's what she was telling Aaron. Don't do too much. Humble yourself in front of me. How dare you talk back? Guard. Where's the guard with his sword? Off with his head. Huh? The black community gonna keep on pretending like y'all don't know what this is? Huh? And y'all give Z 1 second. Y'all give Z 1 second. Actually, give me 1 second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. And we're back, right? No, for real though. And Cheryl says, bow down to a nigga that's bigger, greater than you. No, for real. Right? No, for real. Actually, yes, Cheryl. Actually, the whole hook. Bow down when I come to your town. Exactly. Right? No, for real though, you're right. And this is something the black community really struggles with. It really struggles to own that the black community is ran by its women. The religious folks don't want to admit it because of their egos. There's certain black men that don't want to admit it because of their egos. Black women don't want to admit it because then they know, oh crap, then that means that the condition of the black community right now is primarily on black women. Oh no, 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 the black community is not run by its women, it's run by wayward black men. No one wants to own that the black community is ran by its women because of the implications. That's why they fought against admitting that in the 1960s and the 1970s. That's why they fight against it now. Huh? What y'all got going on right now? What? I'm sorry, y'all. Like, no patience. Z has no patience. None. Out of here. Right? I just want y'all to understand I am streaming right now and driving better than these people. Anyway, we're back. So we're witnessing this with Aaron. We've witnessed this multiple times on this show. Different personalities. I want y'all to understand. Between Aaron, between the brother y'all know I'm speaking about, it was more with Wicks that he had in his head, right? The artsy brother. Soft spoken, they were getting off, especially that light skinned sister in the beginning of the row. She was getting off. She gave the most obnoxious laugh on purpose, right? The darker skinned, shorter brother, they ripped him apart too. This is what black women do. And I want y'all to understand, in 20 years, in 15 years, these are going to be the same black women recording themselves in their car about what happened to all the good black men. This is what I'm dating out now. I'm going to start dating out. Huh? Black men don't value me because of my skin color. I want y'all to understand, these are the same type of black women that are going to be doing that in the next 15 to 20 years. All those 25-year-olds and 23-year-olds and 27-year-olds on there, 10, 15 years, that's what they're going to be doing. Their attitudes are trash, everyone. Their attitudes are trash. Huh? And they think it's their God-given, excuse me, right to give black men their ass to kiss because guess what? You're not a white man. Huh? You're not a white man. They were popping balloons on all them Negroes. It wasn't just Aaron. They were popping balloons on all of them. Look how many of them went no dude. Welcome to the black community, right? Welcome to the black community, where black women get off. And I know I'm going through a dead zone. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, where black women get off doing this, and we're not supposed to say it. You're not supposed to say black women's attitude. You're not supposed to say, well, okay, fine. Black men are the worst. They don't value black women. Um, yeah. So where are the white coming black women then? Uh-oh. Where are the Latinos? Where are the Asian men? Fine. Black men are the ones that don't value black women, but these other men do. Then where are they? Where are all the wedding rings for black women from non-black men? We're not supposed to say that. You can't say that out loud, right? You watch this brother go up there. The sister who popped the balloon first. Oh, it's too easy, y'all. We're just gonna let that one go. I ain't even gonna do it. Fine. Boom. Pop the balloon first, right? You watch the sister in the white dress in her own more demure, softer, kinder way. Say she didn't like the way Aaron responded to the first sister and the second sister. I want you to understand, even in her tone, she was very feminine in her tone, in her delivery, very demure, very soft. She pretty much told that Negro she didn't like the way he responded, know your place. Even in her demure and softer and kinder tone, she said the same thing the sister in the red dress said. The young lady in the white dress said the same thing the young lady in the red dress said. She just said it this way and in this tone. Welcome to the black community. That is why I sometimes take issue with some of the brothers that hyperfixate on the hood sisters and the loud and obnoxious and the tatted to hell black women. I get it. And y'all speak about them like they're the issue in a vacuum in the black community. Absolutely not. Are they an issue? Absolutely they are. But don't ever, ever, ever for 1 second think the black women that speak like this with this tone aren't saying the same thing. FD, I told you. The lady in the white dress at the end said the same thing the lady in the red dress said. She just said it like this. Huh? The reason why this matters and the reason why Mr. Z is covering this is to say, black men, this was a perfect display of know your place. You watch black women attempt to humble this man even when they were attracted to him. I want y'all to understand, if I may, much of the reason is because they think there's another Aaron. They think there's another Aaron. Wow. Leon said 500 calls to his job. No way. No way, Leon. For real? 500 calls to his job? No way. Oh man. Let me finish that thought though. Um, they think there's another Aaron. This is how you get Ebony K. Williams, everyone. This is how you get Vivica A. Fox, right? They think there's another Aaron. This is how you get Eartha Kitt. They think there's another Aaron. This is that classic. They're taking this for granted because they're young and the skin is still tight and they're still cute. Everything is proportioned correctly for the most part. They don't see this as the dire situation that it is. They don't think they can wake up and be Vivica A. Fox in 30 years, in 35 years. They don't think they can wake up and be her without the money. They don't think they're going to wake up in 20 years, in 15 years, and be Ebony K. Williams. Huh? Leon said, yes, sir. Oh, wow. So they really 500 calls? Wow. Huh? They don't think they can wake up in 50 years and be Eartha Kitt. They don't think it's going to happen to them. Whether it's black man or white man or Latino man or a combination of all three, maybe one or two Asians there, they don't think they're going to wake up in 50 years and be Eartha Kitt. All you got left is your ego. Compromise with who? For what? Still putting on for the camera. Huh? What you're seeing, what's beautiful about Pop the Balloon is the spectacle of it all. What was Aaron telling you? The women over there are playing games. He said, I don't know about the men, but the women are playing games. It's a game to them. Aaron, it's not just Pop the Balloon. The entire dating scene is a game to women. That's what Bumble was trying to tell them. That's what Hinge is saying. It's a game. It's all a game. And in real life, it's all a game. Especially when they're young, under 30, under the age of 35, under the age of 30 especially. It's all a game. Especially for black women, it's all a game. Low-key, Leon, Buddy look like he could be your little big bro. Right? Yes, Mr. Z has seen a real picture of Leon. Leon, Buddy Rowe Aaron look like he could be your little big bro. Right? For those of you that don't understand the term little big bro, it's your younger brother that's bigger than you. Right? It's all a game. And these young ladies, emphasis on the young part, don't appreciate that ticking that's going off in the background. They don't appreciate that ticking, that clock ticking. They don't appreciate it. And they don't appreciate it because their ego won't let them. Rewind. Let's go in the time machine real quick. When Ebony was speaking to Lauren on the Breakfast Club, Lauren, let's give Ebony her props for that. Lauren is trying to tell her, hey, don't turn around and be me. And Lauren, with all of her arrogance, she can't hear Ebony. She can't hear her. We don't even agree with Ebony K. Williams on a lot of things. But she was trying to give the warning. And Lauren couldn't hear her. Because Lauren thinks she can accomplish her way out of aging and becoming more ornery and becoming more disagreeable and becoming more stuck in her ways and a rising standard. And Ebony's trying to tell her, listen, don't be me. Can't hear her. You look at Pop the Balloon show, and it's a whole lot of those type of women. Huh? Vince, I ain't even gonna read that comment, that last one. I noticed. Oh. And Mr. Shook to you says, Mr. Z, would women give up the right to vote if they wiped out their student debt, seeing that they hold most of it? Yes and no. I think some would, some wouldn't. I think that might be even a 50-50. No, let me take that back. I don't think most would. I don't think most would. I don't think most women would. Actually, no. I don't think most women would. Right? Huh. Man. A bunch of women who go over, and it goes back to what BGS says. Once again, hashtag BGS is right. It's a sport to them to turn down men, and they brag about it afterward. And they brag about how they turn down men, right? And what you're witnessing here is the sisterhood and how to get off on not just turning down men. That's your right as a woman. That's how we kept the species going with a certain type of man, not the least of us. Fine. It's your right as a woman to turn down men. Turning down men as a sport, though, oh boy. Huh? Turning down men in the meanest, snarkiest, rudest way possible. Huh? What the camera to me is doing is just having these women turning it up to 11, and how mean they can be. Hmm. And Leon says, white men would never allow black women to be free from the debt. LOL. White men need for black women to need their jobs. We witnessed this at the end of slavery, right? Now, white men and white women get off on watching black women work, right? And not the type of work where I'm doing this because, I just want something to do during the day. No, working to survive and barely making it. Huh? But of course they did. And where's that comment? Give me a second. And Michael Ross says, these people got bro fired. Yeah, of course they did. Of course they did. What else were they gonna do? Y'all watched the interview with the brother, painting him in a way better light, and he gave you some backstory about the young lady that actually did choose him, which is the kicker is I don't want to spoil that for y'all, for those of you that didn't watch the interview yet. Y'all got to check out the interview. I want to say it's the second link in my description box, in the description box for this live. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. Mr. Z, get the word out. So, Aaron, I'm pretty sure you didn't listen this far, but brother, shout out to you. I hope you get back on your feet. You know, I am almost certain. I'm actually willing to put that $500. I mean it. That I do mean. I'm willing to put $500, and yes, Mrs. Z got it. I'm willing to put $500 that none of those black women up there are doing nearly as much for their community as he's doing. I'm willing to put 500 on it, like today. Well, actually, we only got a few more hours for tonight. Yeah, huh? So, brother, to you, I say, don't let these black women jade you to women. Well, you're a straight man, so jade you to women, jade you to a particular type of black woman. If you can find her, they're becoming more and more rare. They're almost non-existent, right? But yes, they were trying to humble you. Welcome to the Gynocracy. We call it Gynocracy over here because that's what it is. By the way, I stand on what I said. Your job, and I'm joking, but your job, Aaron, is to provide, protect, be a good concubine. We call it ConcuSurf over here, and shut the F up. That is what black women are saying to black men. Provide, protect, and shut up. Huh? And you did not go along with the program. You responded back to their little snarky one-liners and their them trying to humble you. You responded back. How dare you, black man? How dare you? Know your place beneath and under black women. And I'm not talking about the giggity kind either. Right? Longo says, bro's completely justified in forsaking the B dub and getting with the Maria. I don't think he will. I don't think he will. I think he's going to get exactly what he's looking for. It may take him some time. The way the world works, he could meet one tomorrow. And if you go through the comments of the interview, you'll see some black women kind of being like, "Oh, okay." Right? So some black women, no, they rocking with him. I think he's going to get exactly what he's looking for, or as close to exactly what he's looking for as possible. I think he's going to be okay. I think he's going to be okay. Those black women on that panel, though, all those other black women on the Pop the Balloon show. On the other hand, we'll see. As I said to what's her name, Arlette, I would love in the next 20 years, 25 years, if she's still around, dust off the camera, bring back the camera crew, and interview all the people you can find that have been on your show in like 20, 25 years. And see how their life went, whether they had children, whether they got married, whether they met the mythical, magical man that was supposed to, be their helpmate. Shout out to Aaron. He's 100% correct. That's what the women are looking for. Right? Oh, you were cold when Detroit with that saber tooth. Oh, you were especially as she used to have her hair on the real. Oh boy. Not on the real, the real, the talk. Which one was she on? It was the real. It was the real. Yeah, it was the real. Oh, you were cold when Detroit for that saber tooth. Oh, oh boy. Oh man. Especially the saber tooth from the live action movie of X-Men with the first one or the second one. Oh, you cold for that one. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Oh man, that's so messed up. Jeez. Right? But no, Aaron, look. Keep your head on your shoulders. Yes, they were trying to humble you. Yes, you're right. We saw it. Everybody saw it. Even the black women that are taking exception for your tone, they saw it too. The issue they have is you were supposed to be humbled. Everyone saw black women try to humble you up there. Your problem is you didn't play your role and just shut up. Huh? Man, you know what, Dylan? That's something to think about. That's something to really consider. And Dylan says, they just ran all the white collar men away. They're stuck with blue collar now, if that. Good point. Good point. And I'm not even going to put that on the host necessarily. I'm going to put that on particularly black women and how they respond to black men. They're abrasive as hell. We're not even going to get to aggressive. They're abrasive as hell. Huh? And if white collar men First of all, them being abrasive is the turnoff right there. Secondly, nobody's gonna start going on that show if they risk losing their job. If they say one or two things, the women are gonna start calling into their job. Are black women, y'all gotta cut this out. For your own sake. I'm not even speaking about black men's sake. I think Aaron's gonna be perfectly okay. For your own sake, black women, y'all gotta cut this out. Y'all are gonna be known as that group out. Look, it's not black men spreading this message about y'all. I promise you, black women, it's not black men. It's you. Huh? I already told y'all. Do you know how many white guys were watching Kevin Samuels when he was alive? Do you know how many of those thumbnails, if you click them, it would have went to a white dude's page? It wasn't Kevin Samuels making y'all look bad. Those men were responding to you. Those dear black women, not only are you scorch earthing everything y'all got left with younger Xer, I'm assuming I keep on saying, wanted to say younger Xer, younger millennial and Gen Z black men. For all of you black women about 45 years old and down, you're scorch earthing any chance you have with non-black men also. Huh? So if y'all are responding to blue collar black men this way, you think white collar brothers worth a damn are gonna risk their careers? Which, by the way, perfectly aligns with what's going on in real life. Dear black women, this perfectly aligns with your dating situation in real life, off the camera. Right? Jeez. Y'all can't see the forest through the trees. Just and once again, if it's this, it's my right to be as mean as possible, as rude as possible, as abrasive and aggressive as possible, as snarky as possible, as sassy as possible. It's my right. And guess what? It is. Unfortunately for you, other people are people. And it's their right to turn their back and not deal with you. And if you get enough of that, guess what, black women? You know what you're left with? Other black women. Have fun munching on vagina. Huh? You know what you're left with? Other black women. And Tampa Bong says, there we go. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. He didn't say that, but like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Tampa Bong says, and thank you for the super chat, because it is a sport to them to turn down men, hashtag passport bros, and hashtag NIW, niggas in the wilderness, are the visual results of them taking the L. Yes. Yes. And that's why Mr. Z is yelling it. That's why we do the social math for them. Right? Whole math is not the only one doing the math. Right? We're doing the social math for them. Your snarkiness and your attitude, plus you living in a white neocolonial ethno state, white neocolonial ethno state equals single for life. Equals you just being the personal human jack-off machine for white, black, Latino, Asian, whoever man. Equals potentially you going down the road of same-sex loving relationship. And it's not about, oh no, I'm open to love and I just stop it. equals you being, well, Real Talk with Yanni equals you being Ebony K. Williams. Huh? Equals you being Vivica A. Fox. Equals you being Tracy Ellis Ross. Equals you being Eartha Kitt. Huh? Yeah. Right? So, no, Tampa Bong, you're right. They're not doing the social math. They're not thinking these things. You're watching these young ladies. And are some of these young ladies going to get hitched and get married in the future? Yeah, of course. Of course. And how many of those are going to end in divorce? Well, according to the numbers, 70 to 80%. Right? And Lion says, listening to the interview right now, he seems like a solid dude. He is. Right? He is. That's the problem. And he's a blue collar man. How dare you, as a blue collar? You're supposed to be the buck. Dear Aaron, you're supposed to be the buck. Right? How dare you, as a blue collar black man, talk back? You're supposed to be mush mouth. You're not supposed to be articulate. You definitely not supposed to respond back with the fast ass quick one liners. You're supposed to be humble. Provide, protect, shut up, lay down the pipe, and get out the way. Right? Huh. And Ray Knowles says white guys ain't getting fired for balloon pop for Keisha. That's for black men only. Rethink what you're talking about. I'm talking about white collar men. White collar black men, brother. That's what I'm saying. Right? And don't get it misconstrued. Certain black women would call on a white man's job. They would call. They would call. If that white man made them feel away, yes, they would. Certain black women, yes, they would. Would he get fired? Maybe. But when I was saying that, and maybe I did say white man. My apologies if I did. But I'm speaking about white collar brothers, that are in offices and whatnot, and they work white collar jobs, and they put on suits and ties every day, or at least sports coats and blazers and ties and button ups, and yeah, right. So if blue collar black men, this is the response to them. Oh yeah, white collar black men, especially the ones that got something to lose for real. Yep. And compassionate says, "Oh boy, but would 500 white women call in collaboration to get a white man fired?" Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Detroit says Mr. Z Spider-Man. That's high praise. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. That's high praise. Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man's pretty durable. I don't know, right? But yeah, so I just wanted to come to y'all with this real quick. Um, I think the brother did a great job on the interview, clarifying some stuff. Um, he's a gym rat, you know. He did some time. He was in the streets. He seems very appreciative. He seems like one of those brothers that they were headed down a wrong path. Life gave them some tough lessons, redirected them, and now they're going down the right path, and you can't stop them, right? Like he really reformed his life, and you can't stop him. And black women saw a man like that and said, "I'll pass." Oh, they said, "Yeah, but the problem is you're not humble enough for me. You're not kissing my ass enough. You think I'm supposed to be your helpmate and not the other way around." Yeah, about that. If you didn't get the memo, the black community is a matriarchy. Now, they don't know what gynocracy is. So that's why I didn't use it. If you didn't get the memo, you're supposed to be the helpmate, black man. So, yeah, I'll pass. Right? And Trell says the employer couldn't function if being flooded with calls unrelated to business. And you see why some of us don't show our face. And that's on that level. We're not even speaking about one of these artard ass brothers who would potentially run up on you to honor black women. Huh? We're not talking about a random black woman that will run up on you with probably a weapon because you to her you're talking greasy about black women. Once again, Kobe Bryant passed in that horrific helicopter accident, and you watched as black women celebrated on social media about this man's death simply because he wasn't married to a black woman. Bell Hooks passed, and black men said nothing. Many black men, particularly in the black manosphere, have major issues with bell hooks. Screw what the black left has to say about it. We have major issues with bell hooks in her reading of black men, and we did not celebrate her death. Huh? Eventually, right, Vivica A. Fox is going to pass. We will not celebrate her death. Huh? All these black women who meet their untimely end at the hands of white men, we do not celebrate their death. We use it as a cautionary tale. Even the ones that reshared swirler divester type comments on their social media, on their Twitter X, I guess. We do not celebrate their death. Huh? But these black women went out of their way to get this black man fired because how dare you not know your place, Aaron? How dare you? Oh man, right? And Michael Ross, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. Huh? Man, this is look, it was entertaining. Yes, it was to watch. But once again, I want black men be careful. Y'all know who black women are. They will get your ass fired. We have more and more evidence that black women are telling black, and I said it to FD Signifier. I said it to you, brother. Black women said, yeah, I'll do the patriarchal thing with the white man, but if I'm with a black man, oh yeah, it's matriarchy all day, every day. I said it to you, and you doubted me. I don't care about what them Christian feminists are telling you. They mean it too. No, no, no. I'm looking for a provider and a protector and a leader. No, they're not. I'm looking for egalitarian situation. No, they're not. I'm okay with 50-50. No, they're not. I'm looking for someone equally yoked. They're looking for hypergamy. A sort of mating. Hypergamy. You taking what they're saying at face value. They don't mean it. Even the black women on the left over there, which you don't mean it. Huh? FD, if you did the appropriate reading, you know they don't mean it. Because black women and black male scholars from the past both said black women don't mean it. Zora Neale Hurston, Bell Hooks, black women. Uh-oh. Martin Luther King, even goddamn, even Martin Luther King said it. Jesus Christ. Black community ran by its women. Huh? Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Y'all hate the Moynihan report. He said it. Huh? Wow. So yeah, Joe's 500 calls, man. Look, we already know what black women are on. Humble yourself and don't ever make us feel a certain way about us talking to you crazy. You imagine? It's my right as a black woman to talk to you crazy, but you can't respond back in any way that's offensive to me? How dare you? Know your place, black men, black boys. Mr. Shook to you says, if FD steps out of line, they would get him canceled as well. He's too far in. Look, FD already said once he started having a sympathetic or somewhat sympathetic ear to black men, he lost a third of his female subscribers, his black women subscribers. He said that on Olay's channel. Number one. Number two, when he made one comment about Jonathan Owens and Simone Bow Owens, he made one little soft. He didn't even say anything crazy, and then black women were already ripping him apart on his own Twitter thread. Right? So to your point, Mr. Shook to you, you're absolutely right. And once again, Joe's, thank you for the super chat. And Joe says, this outcome falls under how black women manifest things into happening. 500 calls is BS. Man. And thank you for the super chat once again, Joe's. Man. And if that's true, that's black women. Right? Man. So I encourage FD to critique Pop the Balloon Show and give his honest opinion. You think FD's gonna let Mr. Z put him in a pincer move like that? FD's not gonna critique Pop the Balloon Show. He would end up like Kendra G. He would end up like Rebecca Lynn Pope. Huh? He would end up like Iyanla Vanzant. He would end up like April Mason. He can only front for so long. Yes, he will start off BSing us. And how can I frame this in a way that's more sympathetic to the women? He'll start off like that. It won't last long. It won't last long. He'll start off trying to do the whole 50-50. Well, you know, okay, yeah, black women respond like this, but black men, look how we're responding. He'll start off like that. It won't last long. Huh? It won't last long. As a matter of fact, Z, you about to say it. I challenge any one of them on the left to do that. Any one of those black bread tubers, including the women. Oh yeah, I said it. They'll have to stop. when I say any one of them, I'm saying even Bowser. Oh yeah, I went there with it. T Noir, any one of you. Khadijah, any one of you. Juicy, not beheaded or whole, but any one of you. Herbie, Quay Tan, any one of you. Foreign man in a foreign land. Conscious Lee, any one of you on waving the red flag. Any one of you. I didn't say just one video. Critique as many of them from that channel, or even Kevin. I dare y'all to critique Kevin. Damn Z. Critique Kevin's channel for the last 2 years of his life. I dare you. Go live stream after live stream. I dare you. Huh? No, the silence is on purpose, everyone. They couldn't do it. That's why they hyper focus on Kevin and what he was saying. They never say anything about what those women are saying. They can't listen to what Mr. Z is saying. Any one of those channels where they have black women on speaking in their own voice, being their authentic selves, they can't critique it because they know none of those people. Listen, none of the people I listed are dumb. We may disagree with them. We know they full of crap, but none of them are dumb. They would never go live stream after live stream, not edited this or edited that. No. Full ass live stream of Kevin's show. The night after night. Critique Pop the Balloon. The whole thing, especially when the women are the ones with the balloon. I dare you. Huh? They couldn't do it. So yes, of course, they're going to call this brother's job 500 calls in. Because how dare you set the precedent that you don't just let black women talk to you all type of crazy. How dare you respond back? How dare you respond back? And those responses are funny. How dare you respond back? And those responses left them a little taken back. Oh, I didn't actually expect them to say, oh. Talk about my hairy arms? Oh no. You're not supposed to do that. Huh? Huh. So once again, Joe's, thank you for the super chat. And Mr. Shook to You says, those young ladies on the Pop the Balloon show are just younger versions of the same women that call KS show night in, night out. Exactly. And GC says, FD wrote about this video. No, one of his think pieces, actually I want to say it was the most recent one. He said he could probably make a killing reviewing the Pop the Balloon show. And so I'm daring him to actually do it. To your question, GC, and once again, GC says, FD wrote about this video. No, not that I know of, at least. No, maybe he did, but not that I know of. I'm saying, I'm responding to his think piece that he put out, about the gender war, black gender war online. When that was a couple weeks ago at this point. And he said he could probably make a killing just reviewing the Pop the Balloon show, and I'm telling him to do it. Right? I'm telling him to do it. Make your money, do it. Let's see how long you have all those friends on the left, particularly the women. Huh? I dare you. Sit there, fine. Create a channel almost like waving the red flag, but let it be you and foreign man in a foreign land, huh? And if y'all want to throw Irby in there as a gay brother, I dare y'all. Let's see how long that lasts. I dare y'all, huh? For good measure, bring on Diallo, bring on Skip Coons, bring on Dr. Jared Ball. I dare y'all. Have fun with it. Y'all couldn't. You wouldn't survive, huh? It'll be really difficult to keep on waving your finger at black men in a vacuum and try to frame these things in ways that are more sympathetic to the ladies. Be real difficult to do that after reviewing Kevin Samuel's show night after night, huh? GC says him reviewing that show is just gonna be it's all Jermaine's fault. I'm sure. Not for long, brother. I promise you, not for long. Right? And it's possible Mr. Z is being delusional here. Nah. Nope. It's possible, but no. Right? And Tampa Bong says, and thank you for the super chat, provide funding and opportunities and protect them from their foolishness and pipe. Exactly. They are, I'm assuming I said there are. These are your only modus operandi. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Because they know better. Because they know better. Now, when they say leader or leadership or any of that, especially for the religious folks out there, the more religiously inclined women, what they really mean is cleanup man. They don't actually mean leader. They mean cleanup man. Right? Exactly, Line. And Line says, I agree, Z. I don't think his resolve has really been tested. Right? And Leon says, Mr. Z, I'm waiting on Real Talk with Yanni. I already saw her post, man. Look. Right? Y'all getting brothers fired now? Well, right? Keep setting the precedent. Right? Keep setting the precedent. So soon, black women are going to really put themselves in a place where no black men are really messing with them. How Mr. Z got kicked out of his own goddamn stream. It happens. I'm back. I'm back. It be happening. Oh boy, right? But yeah, no. I want to respond back to Leon and say I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Let's see. Let's see what Real Talk with Yanni has to say after this. Right? Huh? And Dale says AC accountable commentary is sounding more right every day. it's gonna look ugly, right? It's gonna look ugly, right? I think black women are putting themselves in a very messed up situation. Black men are all they got. Black men are all they. That's it, right? Okay, all right. Keep messing around. Try to humble brothers on camera. So yeah. Look, I am not right. I watched this. Shout out to BGS for his review. Um, Shout out to the brother and the sister for the interview, right? That they had with him. And the channel name is Kite, KITEZZ, right? So it's KITEZZ, right? And they interviewed Aaron, and you know and the host was gracious, and the brother did a great job, and he didn't want to step on Arlette. That's the host of the Pop the Balloon show. He didn't want to step on her toes, so he didn't ask certain questions. You know, very well on him. But once again, oh boy, right? Huh. So once again, Tampa Bong, thank you for the super chat, and yeah, we're this story is not going to end here, and I think that brother's going to be okay. Let's see about the ladies, though. Oh boy, right? Let's see about the ladies. That humbling. Oh man, that humbling. What they're talking about, AC? This is some nasty work. This is some nasty work, right? Provide, protect, shut up, and now we'll add to that. Provide, protect, shut up, and pipe. Right, man. This is some ugly stuff. And GC says, I was in the comments of that video, and a damn white guy commented that Arlette needs to have security on her show because of Aaron. What do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean about the framing of that? Right? Like, what Aaron poses a threat, or he was afraid for Aaron? Right? Like, what do you mean by that? What was the framing of that? GC. Right? Because the brother didn't give me any type of aggressive vibes. Oh, he said he was scared of Aaron, basically. Oh boy. Mr. Shukti says AC already went in. Oh boy. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Right. Man. All right, y'all. So we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all have a great, great rest of y'all night. Right. And GC says, alluding to the possibility that he might get violent. Once again, white society putting the thumb on the scales for the ladies. They could talk to you all type of crazy, but once you respond, we're scared. We're scared of the black man. So somebody do something. Oh boy. Wait, you didn't hear how the ladies were speaking to him? No, that's not a problem. It's his response to them. Right? I agree. And Lion, excuse me, says, I want to say Leon. Lion says, this reinforces my thinking. Some black women don't deserve leadership. Hey, leave him where you found him. Exactly. Right. And Mr. Shukti says he assumed the big black Negro was gonna start whipping bees. Yeah, of course. But we'll pause right here, y'all. I will have more to say because Yanni's gonna review it, and oh boy, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, right? So we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all have a great, great, great rest of y'all night. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content, for the love of God. Today's Tuesday, right? So yeah, our new style should be streaming or about to stream. Y'all go check him out. And Mr. Z will pause right there, and y'all have a great, great, great rest of y'all night. And Leon will end with Leon's comment. And Leon says, I keep telling y'all to leave them as rich aunties, and there's so many jokes in that. Because I know exactly what you mean by that. Because we already know they're not really rich aunties, they're barely stable aunties, right? And leave them where you found them, like I said, right? So yeah, no, I'm in agreement with Leon. Yep. And y'all check out Chaos also. All right, y'all. We out. Mr. Z out. Skirt.